How's it going, guys? Hope you're all having a great morning. And today I'm going to explain Module 6, Navigating Group Conflict, and give you guys examples of conflicts based on my work experience at a restaurant. Now, what is a conflict? A conflict is an expressed struggle between interdependent parties over goals which they perceive as incompatible or resources which they perceive to be insufficient. For context, I worked at a restaurant for almost 4 years, and throughout that time, I've seen and experienced many interesting things.
Nigga, I know where you feel. I know where you feel, nigga.
Death.
Hey! Yo!
Break it up. Break it up.
Stop the cop!
Break it up.
So with my experience, I would tell you guys some stories that relate to 3 out of the 5 conflicts. Conflict 4. Conflict of misperceived differences. When I started working there at 15, everybody wanted to get to know me better because I was new. Now, when a Hispanic comes into contact with another Hispanic, one of the first things they ask them is, "Where are you from?" I looked into their eyes and I tell them, "I'm Dominican." Word started spreading that I was Dominican, and my friend who worked with me tells me, "Yo, one of the cooks hate you." I said, "Why?" And he said, "He hates you monkeys. He thinks you people are lazy."
So what? You fat, you ugly, and you stink, monkey. Shut up with your ugly ass. What you think you doing in my country?
With me, I don't feed negativity, I just do my own thing, so I continued to work, proving I'm not a lazy bum, and months later, that same cook didn't see me as a lazy monkey, but a hardworking individual, and we became cool after that. Conflict number 5, conflict of relationships. Working at a restaurant is hell. Imagine working in one on Thanksgiving. The place was packed to the brim with people, and me and my 2 managers were in charge of the front. We had to sit people down, take payments, take orders over the phone, serve liquor, and make cocktails. It was a fucking war zone, and we were close to ending it all. As it approached the afternoon and things started to cool down, one of my managers said something to the other. She didn't take it lightly, and they started to argue. They already had previous beef before, so this was inevitable. I just stood there watching the madness unfold until things took a turn for the worse. They began walking closer and closer to each other, ready to fight. I had to get between both of them to stop them from causing a scene in front of the entire restaurant. I told one of them to go outside and the other one to sit the fuck down. After that, it was only me dealing with everything by myself. I was ready to punch both of them, but I had to swallow my anger and keep pushing forward. Conflict number 3, conflict of process. Working at a restaurant, we have to deal with a lot of bullshit. One type of bullshit is walkouts. No matter what, it's going to happen and we can't do anything about it. We can't grab the customer or threaten them, so the best thing we could do is file a police report and hope justice is served. However, 9 times out of 10, that never happens, and the restaurant is left with open checks and lost profit. So the owner, who comes from the darkest pits of hell, had concocted the brilliant idea of taking money out of everyone's paychecks to pay these walkout checks. This is extremely unfair for those who, 1, weren't there at the time of the walkout, and 2, have no control over the situation. The stupid bitch even took out $42 out of my hard-earned money out of my paycheck. So I started to do some research, and not only is this fucked up, it's illegal. Under New Jersey State Labor Laws and Regulations 34:11-4.4, it states, "No employer may withhold or divert any portion of an employee's wages unless A, the employer is required or empowered by to do so by New Jersey or United States law, or B, the amount withheld or diverted are for these following 11 reasons." None of these reasons allowed her to take money out of my paycheck, so she robbed me. With this info in mind, I get ready and head to work to confront her. Me and her are working up front at the register, and she's looking at all the open checks and says something along the lines of, "Looks like I'm going to have to take more money out of your guys' paychecks." And I said, "Why should we?" The moment I said that, she gave my ass the meanest, most disgusting look ever. She exploded and started to call not just me, but everyone who worked there lazy and ungrateful. I then tell her, "Look, this shit's illegal." And I pull up the law, and she said, "You want to talk about law? Come to my office and let's talk more down there." We head to her office, and for 10 minutes straight, she's screaming at me, calling me things you shouldn't say to your employees. In the end, she realized that she was in the wrong, and if she doesn't give me my money back, I could sue her ass, so she writes me a check for $45 and apologizes.
Tell them to bring me my money.
After that, she stopped taking money out of my check and everybody else's check, and the rest is history. Moral of the story, there will always be conflict wherever you go. The best way to resolve them is to talk it out and find some middle ground. And also, don't work at a fucking restaurant.